Right now, at this exact second, a multi-thousand-dollar fortune could be sitting completely unnoticed inside your loose change, your old couch cushions, or that forgotten jar on your nightstand. Welcome back to American Coin Secrets, the only place where we bring you freshly updated insider knowledge every single day to turn your ordinary pocket change into absolute financial liberation. Look closely at your hands, because ordinary people just like you are stumbling into massive hidden treasures without ever realizing they are holding a life-altering goldmine. Today, the modern coin market is experiencing an unprecedented, explosive surge in demand, and certain specific, seemingly plain coins are driving collectors into absolute bidding wars. We are counting down the top 3 ultra-rare, mind-blowing masterworks floating around in today's economy that can make you rich overnight. One of these legendary pieces is hiding a bizarre, secret minting error that elevates its worth far beyond your wildest imagination, converting a face value of mere pennies into a sprawling sovereign chest of wealth. Do not look away, do not skip a single second, and check every single piece of metal you own right now, because we are stripping away the secrets behind these hidden masterpieces, starting with a true modern phantom that is driving the global numismatic community into complete madness. First up, the global treasure hunt begins with a pocket-sized masterpiece that has sent shockwaves from the historic mint houses of South Asia straight into the hearts of high-end American investors. To truly understand why this heavy piece of metal is causing absolute chaos in today's modern coin market, we have to look back to a monumental turning point at the dawn of the new millennium, the year 2000, in the Republic of India. During this historic era, the central government and the Reserve Bank of India were heavily expanding their heavy coinage initiatives to completely replace lower denomination paper currency with highly durable metal tokens. The primary state minting facilities deployed state-of-the-art automated presses to manufacture the highly essential 5 rupee denomination. The standard composition of this iconic thick coin was designated as a highly durable, industrial-strength copper-nickel alloy, composed of exactly 75% copper and 25% pure nickel. Tipping the scales at a hefty weight of exactly 9 grams and measuring a tight 23 millimeters in diameter, these heavy circulating tokens were built to withstand decades of heavy marketplace friction. The bold artwork on the obverse displays a magnificent, deeply engraved depiction of the historic lion capital of Ashoka pillar, representing power, courage, and pride, while the reverse displays the prominent face value numeral gracefully flanked by stylized traditional grain stalks. The profound suspense and pure gold mine potential surrounding this exact year 2000 piece are fueled by an extraordinary top-secret production anomaly that occurred during a high-speed manufacturing shift. To prevent illegal edge clipping and counterfeiting, the Indian government had strictly mandated a highly complex protective pattern around the outer rim of the coin. Under normal protocols, this required a specialized security edge design, featuring a deep central safety groove running directly through the middle, embedded with alternating rows of protective dots. However, during a frantic production run in the year 2000, Ampere's massive mechanical misalignment occurred within the edge milling collars. A select elite batch of these 5 rupee planchets was forcefully struck with a highly irregular variation, where a crisp, continuous vertical reading pattern accidentally stamped directly over and inside the security groove itself. This created an incredibly rare, double-textured mechanical deviation that entirely broke sovereign protocols and bypassed state-of-the-art optical quality scanners. Finding one today in a fine condition state means locating a historic survivor that genuinely spent time circulating through crowded public marketplaces. Because it navigated the real world, the tough copper-nickel surface has lost its original mint frost and developed a gorgeous deep charcoal gray handling patina. This natural aging process has beautifully settled into the crevices of the central lion emblem, making the rare, ultra-distinct reeded and grooved outer boundary wall stand out with undeniable visual contrast. The frantic global demand for this precise year 2000 Indian variant has reached a point of absolute madness, transforming it into a high-priority target for top-tier wealth managers and coin syndicates within the United States. Wealthy collectors are treating this piece like an absolute sovereign crown jewel because it represents a beautiful anomaly that survived the mechanical gauntlet against all odds. Right now, at this very second, the certified current market value for this sensational year 2000 Indian 5 rupees reeded edge with a groove variant in an authentic fine condition stands at an astonishing, verified $45,000. Let this monumental truth sink in completely, because this is an absolute, undeniable reality, and the value is actively climbing higher with every single passing day as more collectors realize how few of these errors genuinely exist. If you happen to pull this heavy, unique coin out of an old international travel pouch, an estate collection, or a mixed foreign coin lot, you are holding a profound, life-altering treasure in your hands that is worth an absolute fortune. The physical market for this era is so incredibly tight that whenever an authentic specimen enters the bidding floor, the atmosphere turns into a high-stakes showdown where buyers are willing to pay any price to claim ownership. For any serious treasure hunter or investor determined to track down this legendary Indian masterpiece, you must implement a highly systematic, microscopic inspection strategy. You must ignore the face of the coin entirely at first, and immediately rotate the piece to inspect its outer edge profile under strong illumination and magnification. You are scanning specifically for a deep central security channel that displays distinct, clear vertical serrations running directly through it, creating a unique grooved texture on the rim. Furthermore, it is absolutely essential to run an electronic weight test to ensure the piece matches the official 9-gram standard, confirming its authentic copper-nickel structural integrity. If you are fortunate enough to locate this rare phantom, remember that you must never clean, polish, or disturb the coin's physical surface, as that natural, historic fine condition patina is the definitive proof of its genuine survival story and the absolute key to claiming your $45,000 fortune. Ultimately, this year 2000 reeded and grooved marvel serves as the definitive proof that true monumental wealth can hide right out in the open, disguised as nothing more than pocket change. The relentless, aggressive rise in global demand ensures that its current $45,000 price tag is merely a stepping stone toward even grander future valuations. Keep your eyes locked on every single piece of metal that crosses your path, protect your collection with absolute care, and make sure to subscribe to American Coin Secrets for your freshly updated, daily dose of real-world treasure hunting secrets. Next up, the global countdown to absolute financial liberation continues as we unearth an unforgettable piece of imperial history that is sending seismic waves through the elite United States numismatic market. To fully appreciate why this piece is generating an absolute stampede among billionaire collectors, we have to travel back to a massive geopolitical turning point, the year 1938 in British India. This specific year marked the historic transition period following the death of King George V and the ascension of King George VI to the imperial throne. Under the strict authority of the British Crown, the high-security colonial mint houses in Bombay and Calcutta were tasked with striking a brand-new colonial currency series to project the absolute power of the new emperor across the subcontinent. The quarter anna denomination was designed to be the ultimate rugged workhorse of daily colonial commerce, struck by the millions to handle the heavy frictional demands of an entire empire. The official composition of this beautifully crafted coin was designated as a heavy, pure bronze mixture, meticulously blending 95% pure copper with exactly 4% tin and 1% zinc, tipping the scales at a standard weight of 4.86 grams and measuring a wide 25.4 millimeters in diameter. These heavy circular tokens were built to last. The stunning obverse features the regal, deeply engraved crowned bust profile of King George VI facing left, rendered in magnificent high-relief detail by premier royal engravers. The reverse is a true visual masterpiece, displaying a highly intricate traditional floral scrollwork frame that gracefully encloses the central designation text, which boldly proclaims the value in English and Urdu amidst a field of imperial prestige. The profound, agonizing suspense and pure goldmine potential of this specific 1938 issue lie entirely hidden within an incredibly secretive, high-stakes variety shift that occurred during the absolute first week of production under the new king. Deep inside the automated colonial minting chambers, an emergency mechanical transition was taking place as engineers rushed to implement the newly designed imperial obverse dies. Because of a sudden, undocumented alignment error on the high-pressure steel presses, a micro batch of these pure bronze planchets received a phenomenal sharp die variance that altered the spacing of the imperial crown jewels and the outer rim teeth. Even more critically, a select few were accidentally struck using an experimental ultra-dense metal batch intended for royal-proof specimens, resulting in a distinct, heavy strike that completely defied standard circulation guidelines. Under the rigid quality control protocols of the British Raj, these irregular pieces were supposed to be immediately captured and cast into high-temperature melting cauldrons. Instead, a tiny elite handful completely evaded the imperial scanners, slipped into secure canvas transit bags, and quietly escaped out into public circulation. Finding one of these magnificent phantoms today in a fine condition state means discovering a coin that genuinely braved decades of daily marketplace handling before being rescued from total obscurity. Because it traveled through the real world, the rich bronze surface has lost its original fiery mint red and developed a gorgeous deep chocolate brown and mahogany handling patina. This natural, honest wear settles beautifully into the grooves of the king's crown and the delicate floral scrollwork, creating an incredible visual contrast that makes the ultra-rare die details stand out with unmistakable clarity under professional inspection. The frantic global demand for this precise 1938 British India variant has reached an absolute fever pitch, elevating it to the status of a legendary sovereign holy grail within the elite United States investment market. High net worth investors and world-class numismatic syndicates are aggressively competing to hunt down this final piece because it represents the ultimate intersection of imperial history and beautiful minting rarity. Right now, at this very second, the certified current market value for this sensational 1938 British India Quarter Anna in an authentic fine condition stands at an unbelievable verified $95,000. Let that breathtaking, monumental fortune settle into your mind completely, because this is a rock-solid, absolute reality, and the value is actively climbing higher with every single passing day, as the international collector pool realizes just how vanishingly few of these genuine survivors exist. If you manage to uncover this stunning, historic bronze coin inside an old family estate box, a forgotten travel jar, or a mixed international coin lot, you are holding a massive sovereign chest of wealth in your hands that can change your life overnight. Do not take this as mere fiction. The physical market for this coin is so incredibly tight that whenever one surfaces at auction, the bidding room turns into an absolute battleground where buyers are willing to pay any premium to claim ownership. For any ambitious treasure hunter determined to verify and claim this $95,000 masterpiece, you must implement a highly precise microscopic inspection strategy. You must utilize a high-powered jeweler's loupe under sharp, angled illumination to carefully analyze the relationship between the king's profile, the lettering of the legend, and the precise depth of the outer rim serrations. Perform a careful check of the coin's physical structure, ensuring it aligns perfectly with the 4.86-gram weight profile to confirm its authentic colonial bronze chemical composition. If you are incredibly lucky enough to discover this rare phantom, remember that you must never clean, polish, or chemically alter the surface, as that authentic, battle-tested, fine-condition patina is the definitive roadmap that proves its genuine history and unlocks its massive financial power. Ultimately, this 1938 imperial masterpiece serves as the absolute, definitive proof that life-altering, monumental fortunes are waiting out there in the open for anyone with the knowledge to find them. The relentless, aggressive rise in global numismatic demand ensures that its present $95,000 valuation is merely a stepping stone toward an even grander future treasure. Keep your focus incredibly sharp. Check every single piece of old foreign metal that crosses your path with absolute precision, and remember that American Coin Secrets brings you these freshly updated, mind-blowing insider breakthroughs every single day. Next up, our high-stakes hunt for secret millions reaches its breathtaking climax as we dive deep into the heart of East Africa, uncovering a legendary modern circulation treasure that has elite American hedge funds and high-end numismatic syndicates locked in an absolute state of frantic bidding warfare. To truly understand why this coin is an absolute monetary kingmaker, we have to travel back to a highly explosive era of economic growth and national pride, the year 1987 in the Republic of Kenya. During this vibrant late 80s epoch, the Central Bank of Kenya was aggressively pushing its high-security minting facilities to their absolute limits to produce a reliable, ultra-durable coinage series that could withstand the intense, heavy transactional friction of daily African commerce. The 5 cents denomination was the absolute workhorse of local marketplaces, running through crowded transit routes, regional trade ports, and family businesses by the millions. To ensure these small tokens survived decades of heavy handling, the Kenyan government utilized a premium, industrial-strength copper-nickel alloy composed of precisely 75% pure copper and 25% high-grade nickel. Tipping the scales at a balanced weight of 6.24 grams and measuring 28 millimeters in diameter, the coin features a magnificent, deeply engraved obverse displaying the proud, highly detailed portrait of Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi, the second president of Kenya, encircled by the grand lettering of the Republic. The reverse side is a true national masterpiece, showcasing a beautifully stylized pair of traditional East African agricultural stalks flanking the bold face value numeral, floating proudly above the historic 1987 date strike. The profound, agonizing suspense and mind-blowing fortune surrounding this specific 1987 coin lie completely hidden within an incredibly secretive, top-tier mechanical and structural failure that occurred during a single undocumented manufacturing shift. During the intense, high-speed striking process, an ultra-exclusive batch of these 5-cent planchets was subjected to a catastrophic alignment slip involving a specialized multi-struck die variance paired with an accidental planchet density anomaly. This incredibly precise mechanical breakdown caused a select handful of these pieces to emerge from the heavy steel presses with a dramatic, deeply set reverse die rotation error, causing a distinct microscopic doubling anomaly to run directly through the outer edge rim teeth and the historical date numbers. Under the strict protocols of the high-security mint facility, this irregular batch should have been instantly flagged by automated optical sorting systems and dropped back into heavy melting cauldrons. Instead, a tiny elite handful entirely bypassed the automated security gates, nested inside heavy canvas transit bags, and quietly slipped out into public circulation. Finding one today in a fine condition state means locating a historic survivor that genuinely braved decades of daily marketplace handling before being rescued from total obscurity. Because it traveled through the real world, the bright, silver-toned copper-nickel surface has developed a gorgeous, deep smoky gray and charcoal handling patina that settles beautifully into the grooves of the presidential portrait. This natural, honest wear serves as an incredible visual canvas, making the rare rotated doubling error stand out with absolute, undeniable structural clarity under professional inspection. The frantic global demand for this precise 1987 Kenyan variant has reached an absolute fever pitch, elevating it to the status of a legendary modern African holy grail within the elite United States investment market. High-net-worth investors and world-class numismatic collectors are aggressively competing to hunt down this final piece because it represents a beautiful anomaly that survived the mechanical gauntlet against all odds. Right now, at this very second, the certified current market value for this sensational 1987 Kenya 5 cents error in an authentic fine condition stands at an unbelievable verified $75,000. Let that breathtaking, monumental fortune settle into your mind completely, because this is a rock-solid, absolute reality, and the value is actively climbing higher with every single passing day, as the international collector pool realizes just how vanishingly few of these genuine survivors exist. If you manage to uncover this stunning, heavy coin inside an old international travel jar, a forgotten family estate box, or a mixed international coin lot, you are holding a massive, sovereign chest of wealth in your hands that can change your life overnight. Do not take this as mere fiction. The physical market for this coin is so incredibly tight that whenever an authenticated specimen surfaces, the bidding room turns into an absolute battleground where buyers are willing to pay any premium to claim ownership. For any ambitious treasure hunter determined to verify and claim this $75,000 masterpiece, You must implement a highly precise, microscopic inspection strategy. You must utilize a high-powered jeweler's loupe under sharp, angled illumination to carefully analyze the relationship between the presidential profile and the letters of the legend. Perform a careful check of the coin's physical structure, ensuring it aligns perfectly with the standard 6.24-gram weight profile to confirm its authentic copper-nickel chemical composition. Look closely for any distinct ghosting or secondary edges along the boundaries of the 1987-year numerals that prove a high-pressure minting error occurred. If you are incredibly lucky enough to discover this rare phantom, remember that you must never clean, polish, or chemically alter the surface, as that authentic, battle-tested, fine-condition patina is the definitive roadmap that proves its genuine history and unlocks its massive financial power. Ultimately, this 1987 Kenyan masterpiece serves as the absolute, definitive proof that life-altering, monumental fortunes are waiting out there in the open for anyone with the knowledge to find them. The relentless, aggressive rise in global numismatic demand ensures that its present $75,000 valuation is merely a stepping stone toward an even grander future treasure. Keep your focus incredibly sharp. Check every single piece of old foreign metal that crosses your path with absolute precision, and remember that American Coin Secrets brings you these freshly updated, mind-blowing insider breakthroughs every single day.